everyone, in this video we're going to be talking about my December notebook for this year and the one that I did last year. I remember last year working on this and doing a bunch of videos on it, but I don't think I filmed a complete flip through, so I'm going to flip through this really quickly and then I'm going to show you what I've done so far in the notebook for this year. So I'm not going to explain it too much, I'm just going to flip it through. And hopefully it's close enough that you guys can see. I'll zoom it in a little bit. And I'm going to do a similar thing. I'll be using similar products again this year because I like the vintage vibe. But yeah, so last year this insert that I had it custom made by a notebook creator here in Florida. So I had her put a calendar in the front and then a bunch of grid pages. So this I used to keep track of my cards that I sent and received. And then I was intending to keep track of the gifts that I purchased, but didn't end up following through with that. And then I wanted to keep an ongoing list of events that were going on that we did and what I wanted to do, and didn't end up doing that. So then it just goes into the things that we did for Thanksgiving and then the start of the Christmas season for me, which was on the Small Business Saturday. And that night we attended a parade, and then that weekend we decorated the tree. So yeah, that's kind of what started it. And then yeah, just go into immediately just documenting December. I don't really like to do December daily theme type stuff. I just wanted to document December. You know, I wanted it to have a Christmas feel, but not necessarily do something Christmassy related every day. I did try to do something Christmas related every day, but in the end it didn't work out. You'll see once I get closer to the end, but like this day we didn't really do anything, so I just put in our Christmas cards. And this day we did, so we went to see Santa. So yeah, I think I filmed a process for this. And then I had a hidden pocket back here. And then this day wasn't anything Christmassy related. We did a launch, and then I had a picture of reading stories, so I just decorated the page Christmassy kind of. But we didn't really do anything super Christmas related. And that's fine. You know, this isn't, I'm not going for a documenting or a December daily or anything like that. I'm just going for a documenting December type thing. So that's fine with me. And I'll do the same thing again this year. This day didn't even have any pictures. So I took a sample of some of the tissue paper that we were using that year and just put it in there. And then this again, we didn't do a whole lot. My son was sick, so we tried to get our Christmas event in by watching Charlie Brown. And then the notebook started falling apart. You can see it's completely torn here at the end. So yeah, I like how it turned out. We've got stuff kind of tucked in everywhere, and I think it got a lot bigger a lot quicker than I intended it to, which is fine. Totally fine. I kept track of some of the stamps that we were getting on the cards that we were getting in the mail. And of course just using every bit of ephemera that came into contact with me, which is fine. I hope there's not a glare on this. And then this is the time of year where things just kind of, I fell off the wagon. I still decorated every day. I just didn't do any of the journaling. I love this one. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house the AC was running because we live in the South. I thought that was funny. And then again, we didn't really do anything, but I put a picture in of a Christmas cards that we got in the mail that day and tried to use up some product that I had, and I decorated every day. I just didn't get to do the journaling, which is totally fine for me. This doesn't bother me one bit. Not a single little bit, because the pictures are there and the pictures tell me a story. And then I think we got here at the end, and I think this is Christmas Eve. And I have all the photos, but didn't put them in because, I mean, look at the book. I couldn't work with it anymore. It was just so big and so chunky and falling apart. So I think I just abandoned the event or the process at that point. But that's totally fine for me. So yeah, there's last year's. Now let's make sure I'm in frame for this year's. So here's my cover. And I've decorated a few of the first pages with the intention of kind of doing what I did in last year. So I'm going to put the things that the boys wanted and the things we purchased over here, holiday events and plans on these 2 pages, the things Christmassy type related that we did in November here. And this is where I'll keep track of the cards. I really like how this turned out using these old stamps and seals, but I'll keep track of the cards that I sent and which ones I've received. And then I really like this one. This is some of my favorite wrapping paper that I'm using this year. So I think I will put the boys' Christmas card on this page. I already have it, and I'll probably have to cut it in half so that one half of it's here, one half of it's here, because it's a horizontal card, which is fine. And then I was playing around with this yesterday, and I cut this label that I want to use and put it here, but I haven't decided what this day is going to be yet for, so it might end up down here or somewhere. So I just stuck it in. So that's all I've done as far as pre-decorating the notebook. But in the back, so when I was in elementary school, and I don't know if many of you guys did these too, but around the holidays, they always sent home these catalogs of Christmas stuff that you could buy. And in one of the catalogs, it was like a wrapping paper sample, and it was like an accordion effect of all this like really awesome wrapping paper. And I just used to love flipping through and seeing all the wrapping paper and touching it. And so that's what I've done in the back of my notebook. I'm putting little samples of all the wrapping paper that we're going to be using this year. And I just think that's a great way to kind of catalog or keep track of the history of the paper that you use. I think it really puts a timeline on your family, and I just love that effect. I love the touch and the tactile feeling of flipping through an accordion thing like that. So yeah, that's what I've done so far in my Documenting December Traveler's Notebook. I hope you like it. I hope that I can continue with this project. I don't want to commit to daily videos. I don't want to commit to process videos. I will commit, don't like be mean if I can't commit to it, but I want to commit to doing at least a flip through of the insert every week. So that'll kind of keep me on track. And then if I get creative and I have a moment and I can film a process, and obviously I will, this is going to be an interesting project since I've been out of the creating and crafting environment for so long because of what has happened over the last couple months. But hopefully this will bring me back in. And I have a lot of encouragement and enthusiasm coming from a lot of my friends, especially my friend Rosie, who got started with this with me a couple weeks ago. We got together and we got our crafting supplies together, and we just started pre-decorating our notebooks. So hopefully she will keep me accountable and hopefully I can continue the project. I hope it doesn't end up as thick as this one, just because it just gets so hard to work in by the end of the year. So we will see. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to print photos in a less thick way, I guess. Maybe I'll just use printer paper. They won't be as high quality as this, but we'll see. Maybe I just won't use as much scrapbook paper. Anyway, if you have any suggestions, go ahead and leave them down below. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If you're not subscribed and you want to see the future of this notebook and all other future projects, make sure you subscribe to my channel and like the video so that I and YouTube know that you like these types of videos and you get inspiration from other channels as well. That's it for now. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!